just arrived up at Marsh Farm on Harris Lake. Got here a little bit early. There's only one person fishing the whole lake. Bit of a change from the weekend when I was up here on Saturday, and it was really busy, so I thought I'd do a return visit, and I've got the swim I wanted. Good morning everyone. Back up on Marsh Farms so soon. I was only up here on Saturday when I caught those lovely tench, but I did lose a crucian, so that's the reason why I'm back. You know, I really want one of those golden crucian carp today. So I got up nice and early this morning, hoping to get a decent swim. Arrived, and there was only one person fishing the lake. Luckily, he wasn't in my favourite swim. So this is the swim that I've chosen, which was so good to me last year. Peg 42 on Harris Lake. The reason why it's my favourite swim is because you've got a set of pads in the margins, and you've got a set of pads out by the corner of the island there. So that's where I've got two baits at the moment, out on the pads by the corner of the island. I've chosen to go straight in with the little mini fluorescent banded pellets today. Still using the pellet cone with 2mm pellets around the hook bait. Scattering of small pellets around the area. So we're fishing already in my favourite swim. The conditions look good today. You know, it's overcast, there's a bit of a breeze blowing up the lake, just how I like it. It's all looking good, you know. All I need now is for one of those lovely crucians to come along. So as always, fingers crossed. First one of the day. And he sped off and got me in those lily pads out by the island. I had a devil of a job getting him out, but we got him in the end. Well, here's a little update. It's about 10:30 now, and we've had a bit of rain coming in, a few little light showers, but the wind's got right up. I mean, look at it out there. It's quite a strong wind coming up the lake. No more action on the rods out by the lily pads there by the island, so I've just had half an hour on the float. The lily pads just down here. You might be able to see my float just on the tip of those lily pads there. Had a perch, first cast in, then I had another small perch, only small things, on the float fish worm. But I have seen a couple of crucians roll there, you know, that's why I thought I'd give it half an hour. But as I say, it's just a perch. I'll persevere for a bit longer, but my eyes are going a bit funny at the moment, watching the float in that wind. I'll give it another half an hour on the float, then I'll go back to the pellet cone with a pellet on the hook, and just sit it out, hoping for that crucian. You know, that's all I want really, is just that one crucian, but it's proving difficult again today. Still, got plenty of time left. Got until 5:15. Then I'll have to back up again because the fishery closes at 5:30, or rather the gate closes at 5:30, so 5:15 is the latest I can fish. It's been a while coming, but look at this old fatty. What a beautiful classic coloured tench this is. It's about 11:15 now, so I've had to wait a while for this one, but this one just screamed off with my little pellet. Well, I didn't have to wait long for that one. Straight on the recast, literally. Had that last tench, flicked it back out there, just sorting myself out, and off it went again with this one. It's like this one's been up to a bit of spawning. Look, it's got a few scratches on it. Oh, I've got another take. Well, it's all hotting up now, isn't it? I've just had 3 fish within about a quarter of an hour. Had the first one, put it back, flick the rod back out there. Had a second one, flick the rod back out there, just videoing the second one, and the rod tore off again, as you may have heard. And I've got another one. It's another male, so the males are really feeding well today. I'll try and get them both up for you. There you go. 2 nice tench. How about that one for a big fat female? I've been sat here for a couple of hours with nothing happening out by the pads out by the island there, so I thought I'd have half an hour's float fishing on the worm on the close in set of pads. First drop down, float sailed away, and look. Well, for some strange reason the sound didn't come out on this clip, so I'm going to have to do a voiceover, so please excuse me if it doesn't sound in time. It's a shame really, because it was a really nice fish, you know, they're one of the biggest fish of the day. Absolutely cracking fish, and pleased to get this one. Well, the time's 3:45 now, so it's getting on a bit. I've got literally an hour and a half, absolute tops. I can fish until about 5:15, and then I've got to be out, otherwise I'll get locked in. Which wouldn't be such a bad thing, getting locked in to a place like this. But anyway, you know, it's been tough going for the crucians again. I just haven't even hooked one this time. It's just been tench after tench. You know, I've hooked 7 tench now. I'm getting quite a bit of action on the close in rod now, float fishing with worm. Unfortunately most of them are perch. You know, I've had half a dozen perch up to sort of so big, maybe about a pound. Most of them have been about half a pound. And the 2 tench though, and I lost the tench as well. So all the action this afternoon has been coming on the close in rod. But I've still got 1 rod close to the pads on the island there, but just nothing's happening, so at least I'm having a bit of fun on the float. As I say, an hour and a half to go. Looks like I'm not going to get that crucian, but you never know. An hour and a half, something could happen. Let's hope so. I've literally got 3/4 of an hour to go, and look what I just caught on the last cast. I recast the pellet rod out there after packing up the float fish worm rod. I wasn't getting anything on that, so I thought I'd just have one last cast with the pellet rod, and look what I got. Probably the smallest crucian in the lake, but it's a crucian. Haha! There's always time for one more, isn't there? I tell you. How about that fat one then? Save the best till last. Literally I've got 1/4 of an hour to go before I've got to be off the lake, and one of the rods just screamed off. Best fish of the day. Fantastic. I left it late this time, but came good in the end with this cracking fish. What a beauty. $17.13. So I've got to get my skates on now, otherwise I'm going to get locked in. So what a brilliant day in the end. You know, I had reasonably consistent action throughout the day. I think I ended up with 8 tench today, which is one of my best sessions after tench this year. Plus the small crucian I had as well, and perch as well. About probably 8 perch as well. So on the whole, it's a good day up here at Marsh Farm on Harris Lake. And I'm definitely going to come back, but I'm going to leave it a while now. I'll come back probably August time, when it's hopefully picked up for the crucians. So hopefully I'll see you then.